Hello unboxers and welcome back to Retro Game Unboxing. Now usually I'm fairly careful with the kind of games that I buy and the condition they're in, and the same with the consoles. I don't usually go out and just buy one because it's on the shelf. I need to look inside it and make a decision and work out whether all the bits and pieces are there. But this week I've made an exception. I found this. It's an Xbox 360, but it's the 4G Go. And I've never owned one of these before. It was kind of one of the last ones they ever did. It has the tiny little silver button on the front, and it's sort of strange, almost like pill-shaped oblong. It loses all the style basically they did with the original Xbox 360 and Xbox 360 Slim, and just makes it into an oblong console with a slight curve at the front, and as I said, that tiny little dot of silver on the front of it. So it's very, very different to what the Xbox 360 started out as. And as I say, I've never owned one of these before. So I thought, you know what? Let's pick this up and have a look and see what it's like and see what the sort of the last hurrah of the Xbox 360 looked like. And I mean, it's not in the best condition. It's okay, but I have no idea what's in here. So let's have a look, open it up, see if it works. I mean, these things apparently don't red ring because they're a complete revision of the hard drive and they are very, very different to all the others. But you never know. Let's have a look and see what we got. Before we do, however, thanks to everyone who's liked and subscribed. We're over 500 now, which is lovely. If you haven't liked and subscribed, drag us down, click the subscribe button, and welcome to Retro Game Unboxing. Now, let's get on and unbox this lovely Xbox 360 4GB Go. Let's get unboxing. Okay, let's start off with the box. And yeah, it's got a fairly hefty chunk out the top there, but this wasn't bought for the looks of it. I bought it because I think it'd be a nice thing to own, and I've never owned one before. So yeah, haven't seen one of these in the shelves in a charity shop, so grab it while the going's good, I think, because these might be actually quite desirable in the near future due to the fact that they, I don't believe that they red ring so easily. I mean, of course they red ring, but yeah, these ones are apparently probably the best ones to get if you don't want them to die too quickly. And yeah, not heard of this before, this Xbox 360 4GB Go model. I mean, I've seen these around occasionally, but never actually seen one boxed in person, so yeah, had to pick this up. Usual Xbox 360 art on the front, although we haven't got the big whirly-twirly thing on the bottom we usually have. This has got sort of the subtle hints at it there, but it's a curve now. The green, sort of lime green, grass green, British racing green, all the way through to a very light lime in the corner there. So yeah, it's kind of got hints of the old Xbox 360 packaging, but a little less pronounced compared to, say, the original Xbox 360, which is a little more out there with its use of different coloured greens. And you can see, yeah, they've the logo's changed. The font seems to pretty much stayed the same. But other than that, yeah, there's a big shift in design from this original one all the way through to the Go here. On the side, we've got the usual, this is the console you're buying, and this is the controller that comes with it. On the other side, we have got all the stuff that comes in there. So you've got the Xbox 360e console, which is what this is actually officially called. And then you've got 4GB of memory in there, so I may have to pop a hard drive in it. 4 USB ports, two at the back, two at the front. Internal Wi-Fi adapter, that's a lovely step up from the original one. Xbox 360 wireless controller. The composite AV cables. Oh good God, it's got composite in there. That's the red, white and yellow and not the HDMI. Hopefully it's got an HDMI connection to it, because I'd be very surprised if they roll that box. If they roll that back. Smart glass compatible. Oh, bless them, when everyone thought you should have a second screen. Because staring at one screen isn't enough. You have to be staring at 3 at the same time. And your friends have to be staring at screens as well. Yeah, that didn't work out particularly well, but hey, you had to give things a try, don't you? And yeah, and also Xbox Live Gold, but yeah, even if it did have the voucher in there, that would have expired a long time ago. On the back, once again, Master Chief always has Halo because it's the one thing Xbox has left. You've got Forza. You have got oh yeah, that's the Xbox Connect dancey thing. And oh look, YouTube and Xbox Music, because those were things to put on your box at the time. And yes, games, music, YouTube, all the things that us gamers enjoy. Yeah, Microsoft don't believe that, because otherwise you release a console which is online only and is designed to watch sports and games. Oops, too late. And on the top, Xbox 360, memory, wireless, thingy, plugs, free stuff, smart glass. Yeah, Xbox, you've got a long way to fall. Right, that's the front looked at. Let's have a look inside it. Oh, got the Xbox 360 logo on there. And well, this is a mess. Whoever packed this did not pack it properly. What have we got? Right. Oh God, it's all on top of it. Oh, don't scratch it. Oh, scritchy scratchy. Right, we have got the power brick. Usual standard Xbox power brick that they've had since the Slim. But, I'm going to look at the end here. One single plug and not the usual two-prong one you plug into the Xbox Slim. So, a new power brick, but yeah, the same double prong power thing there. So yeah, that's something new. And then for now, a non Xbox 360 HDMI cable. The world's shortest micro USB cable. I don't think that's original either. Xbox pad. Oh, that's actually quite... Okay, yeah, this might have to be going to my rotation because, yeah, those sticks are actually nice. They're not breaking up. There's no scratching on them. They've still got the nubs on there. They're not too worn down. Any leakage? Yep, no battery leakage. That's good. Yeah. Ooh. And yeah, it all clicks around nicely and not too dirty. Yeah, that is going to definitely be cleaned up and go into my used to play collection. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, that's out of the dirty white box. The Xbox, upside down, the Xbox 360 Go, or E, as it's called. Right, let's take a closer look at that. So this is the Xbox 360e. Immediately I can see they've taken some interesting design decisions and they've removed quite a lot of the style of the original Xbox and the Xbox Slim. This is now a perfectly flat top. You've got a glossy section here which can get lovely and scratched. I'm glad they learnt a lot from the PlayStation 3 and thought, you know what, that's what our console needs. It needs a nice piano black section that we can get scratched really badly. Learning all the wrong lessons there. They have removed the big shiny silver button and put a tiny replica of it. So yeah, with the original you had the plastic circle with the lights around it. In the Slim you had a big shiny silver circle which was touch sensitive, so it wasn't actually a button. And now they've got a tiny one which is a button. So yeah, sort of backwards and forwards there. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. Eject is no longer a single button, it's just an extra button on the edge of the other button, which is an interesting choice. We've got the usual button that you press to basically pick up your controllers, and you've got a little slot there with 2 USB sockets in there as well. Oh, nice to see they've left the do not move this console while you have discs inside it sticker. That's been left on there by somebody. That's nice of them. And Xbox 360 on the front of the drawer, but the drawer's lost the lovely curve it used to have, and now it's just purely a straight up piano black oblong door. All the style is gone. And on the bottom you've got a replica of the top, except without the fans there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 grippy feet, which are all still there, so that's nice. And you've got the Xbox 360 logo there on the piano black at the bottom. And ooh, nasty scratch, I have to give that a buff out so if I can remove that. But no, we've got matte plastic there, shiny plastic there. Moving on to the side, you have got big venti on the side there to let lots of the heat out. Hence why it doesn't red ring as much as the old ones, because it's actually got ventilation. And then we have got another side here that looks like a vent, but if you pull that, oh, there's a hard drive in it. What have we got? What have we got? Any guesses? Oh, 320 gigabyte hard drive. That's nice. Give that a pull. Ooh, quick dust. And yeah, usual SATA connection on the bottom there. That's a nice thing. Pop that back inside. I'll have a look at that later on. And on the back, everyone's favourite part, you got the single power cable there, where you press that one single prong now goes in the back there. Why they've gone from 2 to 1, I don't know. Probably something to do with cost cutting. HDMI. You've got network, Kinetic, even though Kinetic died years before this was released, and 2 USB, and there, look at that. It's a headphone jack, so you can basically plug it straight in there and plug it straight into your sound system or into your home cinema system or into your telly. That's quite cool. So yeah, if you're not going to be using the HDMI for audio, you can use a nice plug there, and it's yes, Dolby, what is it, Dolby Digital? Yeah, Dolby Digital compatible. So yeah, that is very, very interesting. Lots and lots of design choices and changes here. Now, it's not in the best condition, but as I say, I've not seen one of these out and about in a while before, so I thought, you know what, grab it quick, stick it in the cupboard, and then when all the other Xbox 360s have died, I will still have one which hopefully won't red ring of death. Talking about that, let's get this thing plugged in and see if it won't boot up. Yay, and we are all booted in. And is there a game in here? Yes, there is. We have got Mass Effect 3 Disc 1. Yay! Put that aside for later. Right, I've got myself all signed in on here because it was blank when I turned it on. Here we go. And yeah, unfortunately the Xbox 360 is a little bit sparse these days, as they've removed the store and they have removed anything of interest in here. There's no more downloads, no more Xbox Live. It is just purely home, social and settings. It's a bit sad really, but yeah, this works, it's good, and it's going to continue running games into the near future. So yeah, very, very happy with this. And yeah, very, very glad that I picked this up. I mean, it's nowhere near as exciting as the original Xbox or as different as the Xbox 360 Slim. But in its own way, it's got some nice charm to it, and it's nice to have another box console to add to the collection, even though it's nowhere near complete in box. Right, let's have a look and see what we actually got.
Control, this is Delta. We have visuals on Alpha. Possible KIA. No sign of resonator.
Roger that, Delta. Keep looking.
very interesting console. I mean, you've got the Xbox 360 Slim Power Brick, but instead of the 2 prongs at the back, it's got the 1. So I don't know why they changed that. Must have just been slimming it down and cost cutting, because it's kind of one of the last versions they did. You've got the regular pads, that hasn't changed, that's exactly the same. Yeah, there's no difference between that and the other pads. But having the tiny little silver Xbox button there is kind of weird, because usually that's big front and centre. On the first ones it was sort of a plastic button with big lights around it. On the Slim it was sort of a concave big shiny silver button with the rings around it. And in this one it's a tiny little concave silver button, which yeah, and it hasn't got any of the sort of the breath where when they first sort of released this said it's like Bruce Lee breathing out. So basically it's got to be sort of almost like an intake of breath. Yeah, none of that's here. This is very, very similar to what the Xbox One turned into. Just this generic black box, flat, almost like a VCR player. And yeah, all the starter's gone and now it's just purely an oblong. On the back, as I said, we have got the USB cable, and you've got that weird audio jack. We just plug an audio in and an audio out and stick it in the back of your hi-fi system or your speakers if you're not using it via the HDMI cable. And that's kind of weird having an audio jack in the back of this when none of the others have that. And yeah, the Kinetic connection is still there, even though the Kinetic had died many, many years before this was released. And your 2 usual USB. So yeah, a very, very strange backpedal on style and functionality. And yeah, the last one they released was definitely the least of all the Xbox 360 consoles, design-wise. Yeah, sort of style and looks. But not having the red ring of death on it and having it very, very much more designed to be cooled. You've got vents on the side, vents on top, a much larger fan. You've got vents on both sides in this time. This is going to last a lot longer than, say, if you bought an original Xbox or one of the earlier Xbox Slims. Yeah, this is going to be the console to have if you want your Xbox 360 to actually last. So yeah, I'm very glad I picked this up, because when all my others have stopped working, theoretically this one may keep going. So yeah, I'm going to keep that in the box, tucked away for the day when all my other Xbox 360s die, and I need something to play my Xbox 360 games on. So let's face it, the Xbox 9 is never going to have backwards compatibility with the Xbox 360 games, as much as that would be lovely. So yeah, thank you for tuning in and watching this unboxing video. Stay happy and safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep unboxing.